Hi everyone, I thought today we'd make a Christmas card using an aperture card. Now I've actually made my own aperture card, but there's so many available on the market, they're easily available. If for any reason you haven't got one and you can't find any, make your own by marking out the centre, punching it or using a die cut to take away the middle. I'm using a 6x6 inch card. This was originally from Stix2, so I've cut out the centre with the die, leaving me an aperture. Next thing that you're going to need to make our gorgeous card is some lattice work. I haven't got a lattice die, so I tend to make my own because then I can use it in different colours and I can multi-colour it, or I can use different textures on it rather than just sticking to one piece of paper. So I've made white lattice and I've just added a few pearl drops on the crisscross of the lattice, and I've actually cut it to size already, and I know that my lattice will fit over the aperture in the card. So the first thing I'm going to do is just attach the lattice to the outside of the card. And by doing that, I'm just going to simply add a little bit of the Stix2 PVA glue on the edges of the lattice, and then it'll attach itself to the corner at the sides of the card. So just bear with me while I add the glue, like so. What you could do it with tape, you could do it with so many different adhesives, but I'm just going to use the one that I've got to hand, which is the Stix2 PVA. So I'm going to just hold that in place for a couple of seconds just so it starts sticking. The next thing that I've made is a frame for my card, and the frame, I've die cut it, and I know that it's going to fit over the centre of the card and over the edge of the lattice. It was 2 dies from the Presscut set, and I've cut them, and then using the Perfect Layers tool I've actually paper pierced round the edges, and then every other dot I've added a pearl dot just to give the frame a little bit of interest. Now I've added double-sided foam pads on the back, and it's just one layer of foam pads for this. So I'll just take off the back. These are the Stix2 foam pads. So just bear with me while I remove the back, like so. And then we're going to place the frame over the top of the lattice to cover the edges. So let's have a look. We're just going to place that like so. So it's central to the card and covers the edge of the lattice. The next thing I've die cut some silver swirls. I've die cut 4 of them out of glitter paper, and I'm just going to place these onto my card, one in each corner really, and I'm just adding a little bit of glue in various places on them. So I'll put one there, and the glue's just to hold it for now because we've got some poinsettias that I've already made, and they'll basically hold the swirls down in place. So this little bit of glue that we're adding now is just so that it holds position really until we put the poinsettias on. So I'm just going to put the 2 swirls in one corner like that, going away from each other, and I'm going to do the same at the other side like so. Just add a little bit of the glue on this one. So I'm going to do exactly the same in the other corner. I'm going to add these swirls a little bit closer to each other though. So just bear with me while I add the glue. Pop that one on like so. There we go. So next what I've done is I've made some poinsettias using a die. I'll put the information at the bottom in the description. And then I've actually just ruffled the petals just to give it a little bit of interest, and I've added a diamond sparkle in the middle. On two of the poinsettias, the last but one layer is silver glitter paper, just to again give it a little bit extra dimension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use silicone glue, and I'm going to add the poinsettias to the corners of the card. I'm going to start by adding one in the far corner like so, and then two at the bottom in this corner like so. Oops, I picked up the swirl. So now we've got our poinsettias on the card. I've also got a Merry Christmas message that I've cut out and then backed onto silver glitter paper. So I'm going to pop that underneath one of the poinsettias, and I'm literally just going to let it sit across the card like, oops, let's go under the petals. So I want it about there. There we go, and that will just attach itself to the lattice. And then I've also die cut a couple of leaves, and I'm just going to slot those underneath the poinsettias. These are just in white card, and it's literally just to build up another little bit of texture and layers. And I'm just going to add 4 of those, and put one there like so. Oh, I've got a little bit of glue on that one. If you were wanting to add glitter to them, you could add glitter to the edges. I'm just going to shape that one a little bit and pop that at the top. Add a little bit of glue, and that will sit under the poinsettia like so. And I think we're just about finished. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration to make this gorgeous sparkly poinsettia Christmas card, and I'll see you next time.